Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about FedEx. At present, it's almost down $45, almost 21%, in the red, and it's sitting at $160 a share. Now, they had their earnings call today, right? Now, the earnings call, it was messed up, for some investors in the company. They weren't happy with it at all. Earnings per share came in at $3.44, and it was expected to be $5.14. So that's a big difference. Also, the revenue came in at $23.2 billion as opposed to $23.59 billion as expected. Now, if you really look at it, because I made a video yesterday about this topic, about things that are going to happen in the market that are surprising, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. It's really worth checking out. Back into this, it goes into what I was saying with this, and it's just surprising that this happened today after I spoke about what I did about the video yesterday I did, right? And it all goes in line. So if you get a chance, just check it out. But yeah, they put the blame on the slowing of global orders, like shipping volume, just the demand, it's the worst trading day in FedEx's history. So, I mean, a drop like this, the stock then basically fell off a cliff, some of the actions they've done, since all of this has came out, they've cut the company's guidance in half for the next quarter. So they're expecting to make half of what they estimated. Now, I think that in itself is what's making the big drop. Now, the earnings call, which is bad, but the earnings call would have had a drop. You would have had a drop. But FedEx name could have stood on that. But now that they say, okay, well, look, we're not even going to make nowhere near what we even thought we was going to make. You've seen what we just made now. Now everybody like, okay. So what happens is a lot of these companies, these investment companies and stuff like that, they're cutting their guidance on this company. Okay, this ain't a hold no more. This is a sell. And then you get the tumble. And this ain't going to be the last time this happens. You're going to see a lot of good companies out here right now. That's why you should watch the market and keep up with what's going on. You're going to see a lot of companies, good companies like FedEx, going on sale because of what's going on in the economy and abroad. So keep your eye out on stuff like this. Going back into it, let me see. Some of the plans they plan to do, and this is some huge stuff. They plan on closing 90 offices. 5 of them are corporate locations, so office buildings. If that don't tell you that we're seriously into some type of financial, economical struggle, they closing office buildings. It's crazy. They're going to reduce flight volume. They're not going to have as many flights going out. If they don't have the cargo on them, enough cargo on it to pay for the gas, they're not going to do it. They're not going to send them out. They're going to defer hiring for the future. And this is a big thing. FedEx, UPS is even suffering with this too. FedEx, UPS, all of those companies like the post office and stuff, which the post office ain't really a company, but all of these places, they hire for the holidays. Late Thanksgiving, all the way through Christmas, they have a volume, pick up a volume. They're not even going to hire nobody. They said it. We're going to defer hiring in the future. Mainly speaking about the holidays. So they already telling you, we're not expecting anybody to, any type of extra volume of what we got right now going on that we can't handle. And also, they tell you a lot about the economy and about a lot of retail and stuff. Now, in my personal opinion, I think the holidays is going to be the holidays. Because all this beating down and the economy and all this stuff is depressing the folk. They're going to be like, look, you know what? The holidays is going to be the holidays. I'm going to go and buy what I need to buy. And I think it's going to be a huge volume. I think a lot of stocks are going to go on that run. That last couple of weeks before Christmas, a lot of stocks are going to go on that run. Regardless if the earnings are down or not. But it depends on the stock. But another thing they're going to be doing is canceling a lot of their projects that they have started, which is huge too, because I mean, it puts everything on hold. And you know, they already had money vested in some of these projects. Now they got to put everything on hold, and it just sits there. So any project that was going to make them more revenue and stuff like that, they can't even get to it now because they don't have the money to spare. Like I'm telling you, like these corporate companies and these institutional investors, right? They're trying to cut it to where they're not having a lot of losses. So you see this big drop today, best believe a lot of people got wind of this soon as it happened, and whoever is the traders for these corporations, they dump that stock quick. That's why you got a hell of a fall like that. Now, is FedEx a bad business? Nah, but it's just caught in the storm. You know, just like all these other companies, it's gonna be like this for a while, and it's no way to get around it. It's nothing wrong with the businesses as long as you see what the story is and why it's happening, and it's not anything out of the ordinary. Just relax, because I mean, this is not going to be the last company that goes. It's just ironic that I made the video yesterday and this just happened. You know, am I an owner of FedEx? No. Have I ever wanted to own FedEx? Yeah, I like FedEx. I don't think it's a bad company at all. Fortune 500 company, can't go bad. The P ratio is 14, you know, for a company with a market cap of $41 billion. You know, people have gotten rich off just having FedEx stock alone. So, I mean, as far as the stock, will I be buying any? No, no time soon. But, I mean, I'll put it on my watch list, especially watching this just for reference and further study of how stocks operate. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on this. Now, I'm not going to lie. If it dropped down to like $130 or $100, could you imagine that? But we don't know. And like, this is just the beginning of the iceberg. This is the beginning of the storm, guys. I mean, like I said, it's going to get way worse before it gets any better. And FedEx already said, look, we're not even going to play around. From what we're experiencing, this is what we think we can do. The minimum we think we can do. This is our guidance for the next quarter. Hopefully we can get that. That scared a lot of people off. You know, but sometimes you have to look past the dilemma, especially when it's in the present and it's something temporary like this. Only if you're a long-term investor. Like me, I plan on never selling most of my stocks. You know, I'm going to retire off the dividends. You know, this company here just upped their dividend a few months back. You know, until that dividend drop, then I'll start to say, oh, well, maybe this is not a stock worth holding, or try to understand why before I even make a judgment call against the stock. Is there a lot of panic out there? Yeah. This right here accelerated it. This right here, you know, is just the tip of the iceberg, and a lot of people are going to see this, and a lot of investors are going to start talking about it, and it's going to scare a lot of people out of the market. Watch me when I say it. Watch when I said that. Watch. A lot of people are going to be like, oh man, look what happened to FedEx. All it takes, now today's Friday, all it takes is Monday. Now, you know, the Fed's going to make their announcement of how many basis points they're going to raise this next week. These interest rates and all that. To curb this inflation. Watch. That's the first stone. Of a big company, that's the first one. And I guarantee you, everything, all hell going to break loose. And this is the time you have your cash on hand. I don't care if it's $300. One share of that at that price is not bad. And it gives you a marker to where, okay, if it keeps falling, I can add a little bit more. Add a little bit more. Next thing you know, 5 shares or 10 shares. And then as this thing starts climbing, you look up and you're like, oh man, I got 20, 30 shares. If you do it the right way. Now, I'm not an advocate of FedEx and telling you to buy it and what I'm going to do and this. I'm just freely talking. This is a perfect example for somebody that's new into the market. All these ups and downs, you're not the only one going through it. It's seasoned people that are going through it, and it's corporate companies going through it. Now, you keep your eyes open and you watch how people handle their stocks. And this is how you learn as you go. That's how I learn. You know, you read through all the gossip of what you hear and pay attention to what you see. And you'll take off. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about FedEx, man. That's it. But like I was saying, I'll leave the video that I did the other day about the market being all red, and the storm that's coming. The rain done started. The ground ain't even got muddy yet. And a lot of people ain't prepared for it. But I'm telling you guys, opportunities like this don't come along all the time. So, and once this thing flips over and runs back in green, a lot of people are going to be rich if they do it the right way. They're sticking to their strategies. They're knowing and understanding the stocks they brought and why they brought them, and they're patient. This thing right here is going to make a lot of people wealthy. When you hear I'm talking about the wealth transfer, this is it. But it don't work unless you make it work. But yeah, man, as usual, guys, man, I appreciate if you guys leave me a comment. I appreciate you spending the time with me. Share the video. Smash the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, take it easy.